Hi, beautiful souls. It's Shimri from the Advanced Lightworkers Discussion Group and the owner of Life Coach's Toolbox. And this forms part of the Advanced Lightworkers Discussion Group catch-up series. And in this video, I'm going to be discussing a range of the different energy healing modalities that you get and what you use them for. Okay. So I'm going to start with the one that obviously people would think that I know the best, is coaching and life coaching. So what is coaching really? So when you meet with a coach and we're working with you on an energy healing level, specifically me, I'm going to spend time talking with you in the session. We will sort through your head, sort through any problems. I'll help you understand and unpack problems, identify ego layers and mirrors that you may be dealing with. And then I have little techniques that I use to help you actually release those in the moment. So in addition to being a coach, I'm also a neuro-linguistic programming practitioner. I'm an Ericksonian hypnotherapy practitioner. I'm a certified life coach, and I'm also an energy resourcing practitioner. So I use a combination of modalities, and many of my clients, I either work with them to create a structure that they can use in order to grow and advance their spirituality. I help them find shortcuts so that they don't waste time on unnecessary stuff, and I help them reach higher truths more quickly. For my more advanced spiritual clients, which are the ones that I really dig working with, they in that capacity, I mentor. I help them think through stuff, work through stuff, find the shortcuts, and I apply my knowledge of my spiritual journey to ensure that you don't get stuck in places that you don't need to get stuck in. So the next kind of healing that we're going to talk about is one that comes up quite often, and that is shamans. So what do you use a shaman for? Now, a shaman is somebody you're going to go to if you're having problems with attacks, entities, or you need to do anything that happens on the soul level. On the level that I work at, a lot of the stuff can be released consciously and mentally, but if you aren't at that stage yet, then the shaman is the intermediary that is going to allow you to access the soul plane. So a shaman will do things like clearings for you, helping you remove any attachments, cords, entities that are attached to you, as well as dealing with things like soul contracts, soul retrievals, anything to do at the actual soul level, meeting your guides, working with your guides, healing past life situations and things like that, purely at the energetic and soul level. A lot of shamanic practices, if they're very physical, can look like smudgings, or they can be things like oil clearings. Alternately, a lot of shamanic practices take place through guided meditation. You also get groups of shamans who do a lot of distance work, where they will, at distance, while you're sleeping or while you're busy with something else, they will come along and they will remove any entities or demons or energies that are attached to you. They'll fix up and clean up your energy, make sure, because kind of like if something gets knocked out of place, it's almost like the effect of like your arm may be sitting up next to your ear if you had to see it on a physical level. And the shaman's going to come and make sure that all the energy that's supposed to be where it is back in the place that it's supposed to be. Then another healing modality that I speak about a huge amount, that I'm a very, very, very big fan of, is BodyTalk. I hugely recommend the BodyTalk cortices tapping process as a must-learn process. You can apply it to anything, you can do it with anything, and it is well worth the few minutes it's going to take you to learn it. BodyTalk is one of the kinesiology or muscle testing based energy healing modalities. So kinesiology got made famous through sports science medicine, and that's that thing where they tell you to put your arm up and then they press on your arm, and then your arm either goes up or down according to whether your body is energetically aligned to the thing that's being held near it or the statement that you've said. BodyTalk uses the kinesiology process. The practitioner uses the process by pulling on your arm. It's a very weird little process where they almost like pull your arm sideways like this, just on your hand, and they identify things in your physical body that your body needs help with. So, for example, your liver needs to be connected to another organ, or your body needs help releasing stuff from a diaphragm release to small intestine, or your sphenobasallar junction is stuck. That's what we release in the butterfly release, or your meridian system needs a kickstart, or one of your meridians isn't working properly. BodyTalk is the process that's going to help you sort that out. For those of you at an advanced journey level, BodyTalk I use as system support. I apply BodyTalk in very much the same way that I would resonance repatterning. I go in and I set an agenda, and then we just proxy the statements and we just ask that the agenda be allowed for the system. The BodyTalk practitioner in particular that I work with is a distance-based practitioner based in South Africa. Her name is Irene Graupner, and you can contact her on balancedbodyenergy.co.za. Irene is an extraordinarily talented distance level practitioner, and she's going to be able to help even the most advanced journeyers with the weirdest stuff. BodyTalk can be used if you have chronic illnesses, if you have chronic pain, anything like that, but you can also apply it across relationships, to relationship situations, do it on group. It's also great for things like performance setups. Then another really fantastic energy healing modality, which is kind of like it's very much the big daddy of the healing modalities when it comes to kinesiology, is resonance repatterning. Formerly it was known as holographic repatterning, and it was created by a lady named Chloe Wordsworth. And Chloe, personally, I'm infinitely grateful to you. Resonance repatterning works directly on the level of your belief systems, and the process is created in a way that allows the practitioner to unpack belief by belief the entire belief system that is at play, and then identify the repatterning that needs to be applied to your life. It is truly one of the most cosmic level healing modalities that we've got available to us as journeyers. And if you've not ever explored resonance repatterning before, I strongly urge you to go and look into it. You'll walk in, the practitioner will say to you, okay, give me a list of what's going on in your life at the moment, or you can go in with a specific agenda of specific beliefs and things that you want to work with. The session will always ask you for what it needs more. And I honestly find that a resonance repatterning session will almost always help when nothing else can get through, because it tackles every tentacle and every possible area that the belief system could be spreading into, and incorporates everything from family constellations to acupressure to craniosacral therapy to mirrors to ego to past lives to karma to generational patterns. Chloe Wordsworth did an extraordinary job at creating an overarching healing modality that truly covers everything that could be covered within a person's need to break down a belief system. The next is a process that was originally known as the Essene Mirrors of Relationship. This is a personal process of mine that I've created. I call it the Mirrors of Relationship. The Mirrors of Relationship is very much a coaching level methodology that allows you to get people to open up to the spiritual and cosmic level stuff. So if you are a very mental person who likes very, very fixed structure, mirrors will give you the coaching questions that you need on a mental level in a way that you can process them in your mind, but will also give you the coverage of a process like resonance repatterning. So within the mirror structure, there are the mirrors of people, there are the mirrors of ego, the mirrors of experience, expectation and loss, the mirrors of sacrifice, the mirrors of programming and beliefs, mirrors of balance, which is about dualities, and then the top three layers of mirrors are the mirrors of the dark, which speaks to dark nights of the souls and chaos, the mirrors of the soul, which speaks to current spirituality as it has been understood in the 3D world up until now, and then the mirror of the cosmos, which introduces the newest layers of spirituality. For practitioners who have very, very mental clients who you are battling to reach, but you know that they can bridge to the spiritual and can open up to the energy fields, mirrors is a very effective bridging tool. For conscious journeyers who are actively making the bridge from 3D, 4D to 5D, mirrors is a channeled process given to us by Mara in order to allow you to completely bridge. That entire set of questions is everything you'll need, and the questions will become self-perpetuating past a point. The process itself is past self-perpetuating. The last of the well-known energy healing modalities that I want to cover today is Reiki. A lot of people hear about Reiki first, and Reiki is, again, it's going to depend on the practitioner. A lot of the younger Reiki practitioners tend to kind of like do more general sort of energy support. So they'll come in, they'll allow the energy to flow, they'll direct the energy and things like that. Your better practitioners, the ones to whom this comes naturally, will be able to help you work on specific areas. And there are some extraordinary Reiki practitioners out there. Because Reiki's been around for such a long time, you'll find a lot of very advanced and knowledgeable souls out there who can use Reiki and use it very effectively. And you want to tap into the knowledge of these people. Anybody that's actively been a healer for the last sort of like 10 years or more, they've been on this journey their entire life. This is not just the recent trend and the current branch of spiritual awakening for them. And in amongst the Reiki community, you really will find a lot of these practitioners. Reiki, again, general energy support, depends on the practitioner. You can pretty much apply it to anything, but the same can be said for all of the processes that I've spoken about here. So whether it's you need help with an illness, or you need help with a recovery or something in your body, or you want to lose weight, or you're having a problem in your relationship with your daughter, boss, brother, husband, mom, father, wife, partner, or you are having problems at the mental level focusing, or you're dreaming too much, or you're having problems at the spiritual level connecting to God, or you want to change a belief system, then depending always on the practitioner, coaching or a shaman or a BodyTalk practitioner or a resonance repatterning practitioner or Reiki will be able to help you. If you prefer to work on your own, then I've created an online Mirrors of Relationship course. A huge problem for many people when they walk into coaching and healing and things like that is that they don't want to share the information with the person sitting in front of them. Privacy is always going to, well, we hope not always, but privacy is always a big issue for people. They feel the shame of their stuff, and they feel like nobody could ever possibly understand. Mirrors is a great way for you to get into energy healing without having to overcome that barrier first. The Mirrors process is easy to use. You can go in, you can repeatedly use the online course as many times as you need to, and you can keep working through layers on your own. Every time you work with a layer, every statement that you type into that course is going to be an awareness release for you. Every awareness release you have is going to raise you higher on the human consciousness scale, which means that how open you are to energies, to other ideas, to spirituality will increase, and at the same time your intelligence level is going to actively increase with every point you climb up the scale. With every point you climb up the scale, you are also therefore going to be able to access more of the information that already exists in the morphic field. Over time, if you continued using mirrors on your own, it would actually be enough for you to complete the journey on your own. But within a while, you will become open to working with other practitioners because you'll become more okay with your stuff. You'll understand why we don't see it as an issue to just point out that, hey, you're really being a doers today, because that's how we talk to each other, because we see our stuff, we own our stuff, we point out our stuff. If it's ego, it's ego. If I'm arrogant, I'm arrogant. If I'm bitchy, I'm bitchy. If I'm too loud, I'm too loud. It's just the way it is. So work with the process like mirrors on your own first. If the embarrassment or the shame or the doubt or the fear feels too much for you, it's not a huge investment. A month's worth of mirror subscription is very much what the price of a cheap coaching session would be. And go in and give yourself the time to explore this. You're feeling different. You're looking for different resources. There are so many options available to you. I've only covered 6 options here today. There are numerous other therapies out there, everything from acupressure to craniosacral therapy to acupuncture to Chinese herbal medicine to massage therapies to Rowan therapy to the list is just endless. And during this extraordinary cosmic growth time that we've been through, many practitioners like myself have birthed and channeled new healing modalities, new diagnostic modalities that are able to bridge you through to 5D within a very short space of time. Reach out, explore. There are many different healing modalities because there are going to be certain healing modalities that work for you. And the ones that work for you will lead to other ones, and you will need certain modalities at certain times applied in certain ways in order to have a complete journey. The most important thing is explore, give every healing modality a chance, and by a chance I mean 5 to 10 sessions at minimum. Because very often when you go in for healing in the beginning, your first 3 to 4 to 5 sessions are pure plumbing. Your body is tired, the pipes are clogged, you've got emotions everywhere, your meridians aren't working properly, your chakras have stopped spinning, and your body needs to get going again. So it's kind of like walking into a very old, dirty house when, as a practitioner, you have to walk in and help somebody who's never had help before. It's kind of like walking in there and you are the first person ever to clean this house, and you come in there with scrubbing brushes and bleach and just about every product you can think of because you know you're going to be scrubbing. And that's what it's like when you walk into a client who's never had energy work done. If you are going to try any energy healing modality, please commit to no less than 5 or 6 sessions at the absolute minimum with the same practitioner or within the same healing modality. Give your body a chance to catch up. If you're in your 30s and you've never had healing work done, that's a lot of built up stuff inside you. If I don't have healing work done for 2 or 3 months, I require basic plumbing sessions, and I've been going for many years. Give it a chance and this stuff will change your life. And don't underestimate it. Every healing delivered by every single practitioner, every bit of relief you feel is a miracle. We are working in a time of miracles. You can expect miracles and you can expect to have them delivered. Trust in it, believe in it, because it will work according to how much faith and belief you have in it. And when it does work, believe it afterwards. That is always the final layer of every test, is do you believe that this has happened for you? Do you accept it for yourself? And do you accept it as your reality? Please join us on the Advanced Lightworkers discussion group. Even if you aren't advanced, we will help you, we will grow you, and you can always participate and observe in what the core group is doing. We are on Facebook, it's free to join. Please also hop on over to lifecoachestoolbox.com. There are over 130 free resources and strategies for you to use. No account required, no strings attached. They are there to help because we love you and we want you to get better. Every time you grow, this world we live in is a better place. We're in this together. We're in this as a collective. There is no I in this. Come and join us in the community. Come and take advantage of the free resources and come and search with all the rest of us. You have amazing power in you. You are an extraordinary soul. I believe in you and I love you. Unicorns out.